Nurse practitioner Dawn Rodriguez breaks down perimenopause, what it is, common symptoms, and what's really going on in your body. Then, she brings a girlfriend into the mix for some real talk about how it affects mood, confidence, and yes, even your sex drive. It's informative, it's unfiltered, and it's exactly the conversation you didn't know you needed.
Hello, welcome to Glow Up at Dawn. My name is Dawn Rodriguez. I am a nurse practitioner, and today we will be talking about perimenopause, okay? So before we get started, full disclaimer, the information provided regarding hormone levels is for informational purposes only, okay? It is not intended to be a substitute for a proper diagnosis or treatment by your licensed medical professional. For all my females out there, if you, like me, are in your 40s and starting to notice some changes that were not quite happening before, but are starting to slowly happen now and become more apparent in your life, you may want to listen up, okay? I'm talking about changes like the inability to sleep, increased feelings of emotions, irregular periods, the need to keep snacking or eating all the time, either increase or decrease sex drive, and changes in the skin. All of these can equal hormones. They can equal hormones, but they can also equal other things, and we will get to that in a little bit. My apologies if this speech seems a little dry and information overloaded. I just want to make sure that I get out as much information as possible so that you can use this as a tool to assist you in your journey to better health. The ultimate way to glow up is glowing from within, from the inside out. Please feel free to leave any comments and ask all the questions that you may have in mind. I'd be more than happy to answer them for you. So what causes perimenopause? Perimenopause is a natural process caused when your ovaries gradually stop working. So ovulation may become erratic and then stop at this time. Well, eventually. So when they become erratic, that's the perimenopause period. So the menstrual cycle lengthens and flow may become irregular before your final period. Your ovaries make estrogen, which plays a vital role in maintaining your reproductive system. As estrogen decreases, it throws off the balance with progesterone, which is another hormone your ovaries produce. This affects women in their 40s to 50s. Usually lasts around 8 to 10 years before actual menopause. Menopause is defined as not having a period for a full consecutive 12 months. So some symptoms of perimenopause include irregular periods. This is caused by highs and lows in hormone levels. During highs, you may experience mood swings. During lows, you may experience hot flashes and night sweats. These are pretty common symptoms with perimenopause. Irregular periods may show up as really heavy or really light periods. Periods can be shorter or longer than usual and may occur every 21 days instead of every 28. These cycles may fluctuate throughout the month. Some other symptoms include changes in sexual desire, trouble concentrating, headaches, vaginal dryness and atrophy, which is like a tissue degradation almost, troubles with sleep, joint and muscle aches, heavy sweating, having to pee often, PMS-like symptoms, where you might feel a little irritable and moody and you just don't know why, or maybe you might be crying a lot and you just don't know why. Dry skin, dry hair, adult acne, hyperpigmentation of the skin. You might notice that your skin is becoming drier and you might start getting brown spots. A lot of that has to do with hormone imbalance. Diagnosis depends on age, symptoms, and lab levels. Only a licensed medical professional may properly diagnose with perimenopause. And the reason why I say this is because with your lab levels, that will let that medical professional know if there is another underlying cause that may be causing your symptoms, such as maybe PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome, or autoimmune disorder. There's other disorders and disease processes that could mimic that of a disimbalance of hormones. And you may think you have a disimbalance of hormones, but really you might be having some other underlying cause that needs to be treated instead of having your hormones replaced. And it takes a licensed healthcare professional to be able to navigate you through that and treat you properly so that you're not getting medication that you don't need and you're getting all the right things so that, you know, it's a better, healthier choice for you. For attention-keeping purposes, I am only going to discuss the benefits of supplements from a hormonal standpoint, because getting into all the things that these vitamins do can be very overwhelming. Some supplements recommended for hormonal support are DHEA. DHEA helps produce hormones such as testosterone and estrogen. Vitamin D controls the production and activity of estrogen and progesterone, keeping them balanced. This also helps in regulating insulin and blood sugar levels. Vitamin D also helps maintain bone health, which is another issue that arises when becoming menopausal. So you want to keep up with your vitamin D and also make sure you get some sun, because no sun is not good as well. Omega-3, this reduces inflammation, promotes brain and mental health, and also helps with skin problems, all of which can occur with hormone imbalance. Probiotics, which is certain probiotic strains, can really help to improve the production of neurotransmitters like serotonin. This can help stabilize mood and help with anxiety or depression. They promote a healthy gut, which in turn will also assist in lowered stress, weight loss, insulin resistance, better sleep, decrease inflammation, and so much more. Probiotics are truly amazing. I mean, if you are not on one, I suggest finding one that works for you. I live by them. A healthy gut means a healthy body, a healthy mind. It helps you lose weight, all the things. Everything goes back to the gut. So if you can do one thing, just keep your gut happy and healthy. Zinc is another one. This maintains hormonal balance by supporting ovarian function. It aids in ovarian follicle development and oocyte maturation, which is essential for healthy ovulation and adequate progesterone production. Other measures in assisting with hormonal balance, of course, is diet and exercise. I know there I said it. I know we don't want to talk about all that, but yes, diet and exercise is huge. A diet low in sugar is highly recommended. Studies show that high concentrations of fructose and glucose suppress production of sex hormone binding globulin. We're going to call it SHBG because I can't keep saying that. Okay, so real quick, what is SHBG? This is a protein made mostly in your liver. It binds to sex hormones in your blood. SHBG helps to control the amount of sex hormones that are actively working in your body. When SHBG protein binds to sex hormones, your tissues cannot use those hormones. These hormones include, ding, 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 estrogen, testosterone, and DHT, which is dihydrotestosterone. So now let's say that again. Studies show that high concentrations of fructose and glucose suppresses SHBG, which then throws off your hormonal imbalance. So sugar equals bad hormones. It equals a hormonal imbalance. Furthermore, these low concentrations of SHBG globulin are an independent risk factor for insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, and adverse lipid profiles in young women and women of middle age. Also, try to avoid processed foods. You know why. You know why you got to avoid processed foods. Okay, so you already know about all the nutrients and vitamins, fiber, and healthy choices to consume. At least try to decrease your sugar. I think that would be key. As far as exercise go, I say you can do 30 minutes a day of something, do it. If you can do more, then do that. Whatever you can do to be active, just please go out there and get it done. Strength training with cardio are key. Muscle helps to increase anabolic hormones and burn fat. What are anabolic hormones? These include human growth hormone, insulin like growth factor 1, insulin, and testosterone. So increasing these will help with insulin resistance, metabolic syndrome, and cardiac disease. Cardio gets all systems going, cardiac, GI, which is your gastrointestinal system, respiratory, psych, so I mean, it is essential for life along with the muscle building. Please go out there and force yourself, even on days you don't want to. I know there's so many days and we get so many things that, that happen on a daily basis, and work gets so stressful and home life gets so stressful, but you just have to remember you need to go out there and get it done for your own sake, because you'll be so much happier with yourself if you did. And you're really going to thank yourself. Your body's going to thank you. Your mind's going to thank you. Your family's going to thank you, because you'll be in a better mood and you'll be a happier version of you. And don't you want to give them the best version of yourself? So I know it's easier said than done, but if you can at least make little micro changes along the way, just get those done. You don't have to change absolutely everything. Like, this isn't all going to happen overnight, but if you could just do one little thing, just pick something from everything we discussed, and then just roll with that. And then as you're able to maintain that, pick something else, and then pick something else. It doesn't have to be all at one, because we're human. We're not perfect, and that's okay. Has been so for many years. She's very knowledgeable. She does have a background in, tell them a little bit about your background.
I have urology, urogynecology, gynecology. Burn was my specialty, CVICU, SICU, so a little bit of everything. Mm-hmm. And I'm a mama of 2 babies. I have a 11-year-old and a 20-month-old, and living here in San Antonio. I'll be 45 this year, 44 years old.
Damn. So. Yeah. So, I mean, 45, I'm 42, full disclosure. So,
full disclosure.
Yeah, just getting through like those stages of life when things just start to change. So that is what we will be discussing today, guys. And by the way, this is my first live. So yeah, holla at your girl.
Can we put filters on or not? We don't need it because we have great Botox from Dawn, so I don't even need a filter, okay? I don't even use them.
Yeah, boom. Okay.
Awesome. So we're gonna start off with what we're.
Oh wait, and are these automatically on?
They're on because the lights are on. And
okay, and on, that's so. On. Okay, sorry. Okay, go ahead.
So we're good.
Okay.
What were one of the first signs of menopause that you guys have experienced?
Well, I mean,
it's early for you, so I'll let you go with that one.
Yeah, I honestly didn't realize that this is something that was actually happening. I started noticing like irregular periods. It started happening maybe like a couple times a month. And it was never like that before. So it was just a huge like, oh, what's going on? And, I started noticing I was getting hyper emotional. I mean, when I see like elderly people come into my clinic and they're so sweet and doting with each other, oh my God, I would just like look at them and I'd just be like, yes, like, I don't know why. I was crying over the stupidest thing, and I still am. I still do cry over the stupidest things, you know?
I wish that was my experience, but mine's the complete opposite. I'm trying to keep myself out of jail because I want to hurt people. I was getting upset and I was like, why am I so moody? What the hell's going on? And then I started having some hair loss, but I thought no big deal. But then I had some mild palpitations, feeling tired all the time. So I worked myself up a whole thyroid workup. I told my doctor, I want you to check this and this and this. They were like, you're fine. No, check it. Nothing. And they're like, yeah, hun, you're not pregnant either. You're just perimenopausal, and this is where you're at. And I remember hearing about it and teaching people about it. And I couldn't believe it. I was in denial. So that's where we're at. And that's probably where I started. It got real for me. And then everything fell into place after that with the symptoms, I would say. So there's more to come down.
Yeah,
but you're catching it earlier.
I know.
You're catching it earlier than I did. I was in my own world, so.
Yeah, I mean, and the reason I guess I know this is because I know, like, the signs to look out for. Otherwise, I would have just thought, like, at first I thought the same thing. Is this thyroid, Am I, like, losing it? Am I just, like psychologically, like, something is there, like, a disimbalance, like, in my brain chemicals or something? But no, I mean, with everything else, the change in the period,
the dehydration. I thought it was dehydration all the time. I was like, I'm dehydrated. I was drinking all this stuff, and no, the skin was not doing its thing. There was no glow. The nails got brittle. I was a Sahara desert, and I kept thinking, what's going on? This is like the desire was there, but homegirl down here was not trying to participate. She was like, nope. Shop's closed. I ain't even trying to get involved with this. And in my head, it was like wishy-washy's gonna be squishy, squashy down there, fun times. And no, it was the complete opposite of that too. So I thought, okay, what's going on? Something's going on. And that's when I started getting a little more serious about getting checked out. That's probably TMI, but.
No, and that's definitely one of our questions too. How does it affect our skin and our sex life? I mean, you just answered that because, like, I mean, on point. Like, you said it turned you into the Sahara Desert. For me, like, it definitely, like, increased my libido. Like, I mean, it is, like, insane. Like,
really?
18-year-old little boy. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's the thing, though. Yes, like, you do have the increased libido. Yes. Mm-hmm. But then the parts don't match what's happening upstairs and downstairs.
They're not communicating.
They're not communicating. It's like a complete shut off. There's a door somewhere that leads to, being able to release and get excited in the moment. It's like, wait, hold on. Now I kind of know how guys feel. So I'm like, if they feel like this, they have to perform and, like, take a pill or whatever. I kind of get it now. I'm like, wait, hold on. Let me go get my lube, my coconut oil, which is a good one, y'all, because you can do massages with that. Mm-hmm. It smells amazing, tastes amazing. You're getting your omegas in it. It's nice, slippery, good stuff. And it works for all that. And it's totally safe.
Yeah, and it's antimicrobial. So.
It's antimicrobial. Yeah. That's a very good point.
It's got all the good things.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
What were some of the suggestions that your provider gave y'all to mitigate some of the symptoms?
Well, so they told me in regards to downstairs that there's something called Replens that you can get on Amazon. Probably read my review there. Just kidding. No, I don't leave a review. Just kidding. But it helps. So you put it in but that's a problem too. You kind of have to plan some sexy time too. And so you put it in, you can put it in before, even a day before, and it helps replenish down there, keeps a healthier pH and everything, because what happens is you start drying out down there. So they told me if it gets bad, we're gonna have to start using some estrogen creams, sometimes progesterone creams, depending, and like a pea-size amount, and you just put it on every couple of days down there. I was like, that's what my mom does. I'm not doing that. We're not there yet. Like, in my head, I was like, there's absolutely...
I'm not ready
for this. Yeah. So there was some other supplementation, DIM on Amazon, which anything that I'm recommending, you have to check with your doctor first and foremost. But DIM, I don't remember, dimethyl... something, something, DIIM on Amazon. Also, you can check those reviews out, and but mainly the Replens for that, and then a vaginal probiotic that you can get on Amazon too, and it has hyaluronic acid, so to help with the skin, also getting it from down there. So she looks like she's 35. I'm 45 up here because I'm giving her supplements. Okay.
She's getting all the love.
She's getting all the love right now. She just needs Botox now. So we'll be good.
Yeah, girl, we can do PRF injections down there. Oh yeah, and that is actually a treatment. So if you're losing like any kind of stimulatory type of response from her down there, you can actually inject it with PRF. So I'm gonna take your own blood. We spin it, separate the plasma, put the plasma back into the clitoris, and then the surrounding walls of the vagina. Oh. And then,
can we do that tonight?
Bad girl back on. Yeah.
hit your girl up. Let's go put it in the blender and do this.
Yeah, I got you. I got you, boo.
I didn't even know that. I had
Uh-huh.
not heard. Is that must be fairly new and stuff? That's cool.
Yeah, and then same thing for men too. We can inject around like around the head, around the meatus, and that'll help with a stimulatory response as well. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's a lot of other treatment options. There's also black cohosh and also ashwagandha that's good for hormones as well. That just helps with the inflammatory process that also messes with the neurotransmitters that will help with the estrogen replacement and the hormonal balance.
Yeah, I didn't know though that sometimes you can have an abundance of estrogen and it'll also work against you, which started happening too, which was part of the process, and that was causing a lot of hair loss. I should have brought a picture of this when like I'm wearing this hat and I'm like, there's just like this huge bald spot right here where it just receded back, and so the hair loss, like that was such a big deal for me because it really takes a toll on your emotions, and you're like, oh my gosh, what's happening with my hair?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that was a big deal.
With some of the symptoms that you guys have experienced, which ones have been the worst?
Like I said, trying to stay out of prison. Okay,
trying to stay out of prison.
And same thing, like going back and forth with these emotions. That was probably the worst part of trying to, like, 1 minute you're good and you have to tell your significant other or your spouse or whoever you're with, like, I promise I'm chilling.
I promise I'm not crazy.
I promise
I don't know
I'm
what's
not crazy.
going on.
I don't know what's going on. I love you, but I want to just assault you right now. So let's just let's work through this. Let's talk about it. So I think that's probably the number one thing, that you want to make sure that you have a talk with your partner before, and make sure you're letting them know, like, communication's got to be number one in a relationship, because it will totally take a toll. It took a toll on us. It took a really hard toll on us for a little while, and we're not even at, like, over that big hump yet. But the awareness now, I can tell him, like, I need a moment, and he knows, like, just back off.
That's good, at least.
There's a reason why the temperature's 65, and I need this fan on my side for a little bit, or I'm gonna be wearing, like, a whole parka to bed. It's one or the other, or both, or I have a parka and nothing under, or something.
Yeah,
because it just goes back and forth all the time. So yeah, communication's got to be a big deal to help kind of work through all of that.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Because it was a bad situation in that sense.
Yeah, I think that I agree. I think that probably the emotions are probably, like, the worst part, just because it's so labile. You can be, like, so happy 1 minute, and then the next minute you are furious, so furious. You don't understand, why are you so angry at something that is just so minute? It's not that big of a deal.
You're like, I'm mad right now, but you can't tell because I have Botox, okay? But I'm pissed right now.
Yeah, but for some reason, that little thing, it just, like, blows up, and it's just like, why am I so angry?
But also, it's the chemical, I feel like it's a true chemical reaction and imbalance that's happening. And you have to remember that, because I remember there's these times where I have, like, out of body experience where I'm like, I don't, and my head doesn't really feel that way, or my heart, my spirit isn't feeling that way. But these emotions are happening, but I don't want this to happen. Like, I don't feel this way. I don't really want to, you know, but it's just like, you can't even help yourself.
Yeah.
So I think that is probably, like, if you don't know what's happening, and you don't know that you are perimenopausal or whatever, which is happening, unfortunately, younger and younger now with everything.
Because little girls are starting their periods younger now than what they used to. So for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I remember when my mother and some of my aunts went through that, they were different people. I was like a totally different person. And it took years for them to come back to where we were before. And you kept thinking, like, what's wrong with me? What's happening to them? Yeah. It really did some work. It was a doozy for some of us in the family. I've seen that. And so I'm hoping and praying that getting ahead of it, I'm going to be able to catch it, stop it.
Yeah, so it doesn't affect the family so much.
Yeah, because I mean, the divorce rate goes up. You start having the empty nest syndrome, which is not going to happen to me anytime soon, because I have a 20-month-old. So we're going to work past that. But you know, you also have to think, how is this going to affect the kids, my marriage, my work life, because work life too, you know.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Susan over there, you're like, hey, bitch, why did you finish the coffee and you didn't make another pot? Like, where the old me would have been like,
Susan.
Yeah.
If you're listening, Susan.
Names have been changed, okay, to
protect identities.
Okay, but you know who the hell you are.
Bitches.
Okay. But yeah, so it's just those little things, like I said, that either going to put you in jail or, you know, and they're quick to push the Lexapro and all that stuff, which is totally fine. Use it if you need it. But like you said, the ashwagandha and all of that is a nice natural
nice little alternative to help balance it out. Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think the emotions are probably the biggest one. Just because sometimes you can just have like a breakdown. Like I'm just like talking, just being normal. Like being in the clinic talking to my patients, and I see them being sweet, and I'm like, I want to cry, and I'm like, stop, don't do that. You're about to. Give him his diagnosis, give him his meds, and he can go. Just come on, just keep it together. And I just want to cry.
They're like, it's okay. They're like consulting you.
They want to treat me. So it's like, I got to keep it together because I'm trying to stay professional, but it's just like, what is wrong with me?
Absolutely.
So yeah, I think awareness is key.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
And communication.
How have your beauty routines changed to accommodate with menopause?
Oh my gosh. How much time do we have? Because, honey, the product list, the Amazon wish list, the TikTok wish list, I've tried everything under the sun. If you told me you got to get a cow patty and rub it on your face and whatever, I'll do it because it's taking a lot more. I have to take supplements now.
Yeah.
I'm doing Botox now. I had done a little bit of preventative too with you. And then, but now the hyaluronic acids, the niacinamide, those are like two
everything
of my
for
go-tos.
moisture.
The change in my skin. So now I'm having to use the retinol now. That's another one. Drink more water, which I can't, nobody can tell you that enough. Change your diet, 100%.
Yeah, I think, if some of those things you got to take away from, all the aging process, the hormonal changes, the dryness, the best thing you can do is make sure you do stay exfoliated. So if either that's a mechanical exfoliator, retinols, because that helps with the collagen stimulation and turnover. But then also moisturize. You want to treat your skin like it's fine leather. So like if you have fine leather, you want to keep it nice and moisturized. You want to keep it out of the sun. So SPF every single day.
All the time.
And and just keep that baby nice and moisturized, because as soon as that leather dries up, it cracks, and it's just like our skin. Our skin will crack too. So you got to treat it just like that fine baby calf Italian leather. Just slap that coconut oil on, whatever it is you got.
Slather it up.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a $200 bottle of coconut oils. All you got, your skin won't be mad at you. Your skin will thank you. You could put it up here, you can put it down here, you can put it everywhere.
Put it everywhere.
You can put it everywhere, and it'll be fine. Yeah.
But go front to back. If you go down there, go front to front.
Yes, we don't need any
Don't
UTIs.
do this motion. You go down. So we don't want to bring it back up. Okay, the bad stuff up. No.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are my go-to products. I think moisturize everything.
Yep.
Masks. I don't know. I got one of those little red lights that I feel like it is helping a little bit. I use colostrum too.
Okay.
I got into that. I feel like it's helped a lot to me personally. Any greens, all that stuff. Like I feel like it makes a big difference for me.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, veggies and lots of water intake.
Yeah.
That's also good for your skin. Fruit.
Lemon.
Yeah.
Juice, lemon and water. It's been a good big one too.
Yeah, and just all the things we got to do, all the things we got to keep up with, and not go to jail.
And not go to jail.
That's important.
Not have a meltdown.
Because we're too pretty to go to jail.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I would be somebody's bitch in jail.
Yeah. We do not want to be.
Just kidding, I'd be running it.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know. I feel like
I'd have my own gang.
But you'd have your own bitches, though, for sure. We definitely have a gang.
Yeah, they'd be working for me. Okay.
Yeah, they'd be working for you and doing other stuff for you, I'm sure. Gladly, too. Yeah, no, but we don't want to end up on KSAT. So here we are, and we're trying to,
trying to prevent you guys from ending up on KSAT, too.
Yeah. Going viral for the wrong reason, that's for sure.
Yep. So are we done with our questions? We're done with our questions. Okay, so then so that's that. Okay, guys, on TikTok live. So that was our one of my first live interviews regarding perimenopause. Do we have anybody on there, Elda? We do? Yeah, we got people on there. Okay, guys, what's up? I got people on there. Let me know if you have any questions. Drop some questions in the comments. I'd be more than happy to answer anything while we're here live doing this perimenopause interview.
It's a man, so I don't
It's
think
a
so.
man.
Oh, hey, that's okay.
Yeah. Do you have any questions that you might be wondering? Man user, for maybe your special lady friend, maybe wondering why she might be acting crazy, or any feedback, any questions about
He's like,
that?
no, I'm here to check you out, and maybe like rub one out while you're talking. That's what I'd be doing if I was a guy. I'd be like,
Well,
oh, she's gorgeous and smart.
Well, there's the little gifts on there too. There's gifts. There's like the little rose gifts, and I think there's like a cupcake, and there's different gifts you can do.
Yeah, she has a TikTok wish list too.
We need one of those.
Yeah. Have you ever tried beef tallow? I'm just curious because it's all over TikTok too. And I did a sunscreen with beef tallow on this Jamaican trip. And I was like, this is gonna be my jam. Like, this feels great. But then the next day I had broken out. And so whenever the reviews were amazing on it, but everybody, like, I've mentioned it to other people and they're like, oh yeah, I heard that you break out. But I was like, I didn't see that.
Beef tallow? No.
The beef tallow, yeah.
Is it for your face?
Yes. Yeah. So I used to use it in cooking, and now they're putting it in products.
Beef tallow?
So I think it's too heavy for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that why you break out? It's just occludes the pores.
I use it, but I have really sensitive skin.
Oh, okay.
And so my mom's an esthetician, and so with her clients that use beef tallow, it's because it's too heavy for them.
Oh, okay.
All your stuff needs to be non-communicable. Isn't she gorgeous?
She's gorgeous.
She is so gorgeous. Like,
absolutely.
she came in today. She's like, I put on makeup. I was like, Elda, you don't need. Every time she
need
comes
it.
without makeup, she's just like,
You're just glowing.
yeah,
Yeah.
she is, right?
Yeah.
Like a fairy.
Yeah.
Like a fairy princess.
Yes. Yes. I love it. The yellow is definitely working
Right?
for you too. Absolutely.
I'm shy in the back of the camera. If you could just do like a little outro of like thanks for listening.
Okay. All right, everybody. So thank you so much for listening to Glow Up at Dawn series, the perimenopause edition. Again, this is my co-host, Amanda. Thank you so much for joining us and for answering these questions about perimenopause. If you have any questions about perimenopause, please feel free to leave any questions or concerns in the comments, and I'd be more than happy to answer that for you. Until next time, see you later. Thanks again for joining. Bye.
Ciao.
This is your Prospera era, where dreams align with grace, abundance flows like rivers. You've stepped into your place. Rise, reign, and remember, you were born to shine. Welcome to your moment, Prospera, it's time.
We hope you enjoyed today's show on Prospera TV Network. Make it a point to visit us on YouTube and catch all your favorite shows anytime you want. Interested in hosting a show of your own? Or advertising your business on our network? Contact Elena Rodriguez.